All right, so currently the bot is actually running, and we are on to the chosen hashtag now. Okay, today what we're going to do is actually click on a top post, and if you go down, you can see that there are only top posts here. But after the 9th photo, we go to the current ones. So as you can see, 46 seconds ago, these posts are the ones that we're going to be liking, not us, the bot. Okay, hello everyone. Now, I finished the series and choosing a hashtag and then actually ending up in this page. Today, I want to click on this div over here, click this button 9 times, then end up at the current ones, and we're gonna be starting to like them. Now, first of all, why am I actually doing that? Now, I want to say that these here are top posts, and if you open up your phone, you have top posts and recent. Now, I'm just going to create this paragraph like so, and I'm going to add the text over here, and the text is going to be recent. Now, usually this is what you're going to be seeing on the phone. In the computer, however, I'm still seeing recent. Problem is that I have only top posts, and recent comes after the 9 pictures. Now, if you're not familiar with Instagram, you should know that usually the first 9 pictures are the ones that actually achieve the most likes into the specific hashtag. So for example, here we have likes for likes, and why I actually chose this hashtag is because we have a lot of posts over here. Now, I'm going to be explaining in detail why is this bot actually working, but for now, keep in mind that you need to be choosing a hashtag with a lot, and I mean a lot of posts. So this is going to be like very famous hashtag. So if you are actually curious about other hashtags that you can use, there are me. Also, there are, I believe, love. So love, then you can go with gym. All of these hashtags that you use here are the ones that are going to have a lot of posts. Of course, we have follow for follow, like for like, and these shenanigans. I choose like for likes because I have quite a lot. So this is going to be 375 million. And these are the ones that I'm actually interested in. Now, I said that I would want to click. So we're going to cover up some data here. And I want to go like so. And we're going to be Instagram bot over here. And I'm going to be collecting some data. Now, what kind of a data I do want to collect? The first data that I want, F12. And let me just do this properly, like so. I want to click on the div. Now, we can either scroll and click on this photo, but as you can see, there isn't a photo over here. So recent isn't actually appearing, only the top posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. So let me just make this bigger and see if it's the proper thing. Now, the problem with these divs is that we have an A link over here, and the A is actually ending, and this is what I want to click. Problem being, I do not know how to actually, oh, there we go. So you can see this is the div. So the div is right over here, AABD, and actually you can see it, you can watch over here for the div. And there it is. Sadly, when I type Ctrl-Alt-D to write it, we actually get blown. But A is the reference that you can actually click. So I'm going to copy this full expat, and I'm going to come into the Instagram bot and say, now I'm going to probably do something like this. Instagram value, Instagram stuff. Come on, let's not be so pathetic. Okay, good. Now what I want is to click that, and this is the div. So this is going to be Instagram hashtag, first Instagram hashtag photo. This is going to be the element. There we go. Then I do want to achieve, oops, why did this happen? Then I do want to achieve the following. I want to click this button over here. So as you can see, this is going to swap the photos, and sooner or later, it's going to bring me to the most recent ones. As you can see, 5 minutes ago, and then we have 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and this one over here, I believe, was around 2 hours. As you can see, these are not so fresh. 6 hours ago. Sometimes they're a couple of days old. Now I'm going to click on that, and now I need to find this button over here. So let's actually find that. This should be a button, as you can see over here. This is the div and this is the button. So copy this. This is going to be the next photo. So I'm going to say Instagram next button. I'm gonna have it like that. And then I do want to take this thing over here, which is the like button. I'm gonna copy this again, search for button, because otherwise we cannot press it. Or click, copy, and again, just going to store it. So I'm going to say Instagram like button is going to be this. Good. So now we have actually the next button, the like button. What I'm going to choose to get is the comment box. So I do want to say comments on this post have been limited. I'm just going to take this for the future. Now let's go and take this input. I do want the input though. So let me see if I'm going to be able to find it, because I'm not actually sure. I think you can send it to the form and just submit the form. This is something that we can do. Or just send keys to the text area. This is going to be the text area. So this is going to be labeled as, let me just open it. This is going to be Instagram comment area. This is going to be like so. And then, of course, if we have the comment area, it's not going to be a form. We're not going to submit anything. We are going to be required to find this post. So I'm going to take it as well. Now this post should be a button. As you can see, there it is. You can find the div, and when you find the div, let me just see. There we go. There is the button. So if you cannot find the button like this, now you can see here that I'm finding an SVG. Moving a little bit to the left, it's going to find the button. Here, I'm just going to find a div. Click on the div and do not post this. Oh, all right, that's very bad. I'm not gonna delete that, because why should I? But I'm going to find this div and hopefully, there we go, button, as you can see. Copy the button. This is going to be Instagram submit comment button. And I think we actually have all of the data that we will need. Obviously, this might be changed in the future. So keep in mind that you're finding them on your own. That's why I'm not particularly doing like that, just to show you what I have, because obviously it is going to be different with time. So I'm recording this at 10:11, but probably after 1 month, these are going to be different. So just find them on your own. I'm just showing you how to find them. Okay, good. Now, sadly, this comment is going to stay. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to the right, like. Okay, we're actually ready to initialize the bot. Now I'm going to close this. I'm also going to close the user interface. And I should be good to go. Now, as soon as I'm actually in Instagram, and here I'm going to be searching, I'm going to be waiting 5 seconds, yes. And after waiting 5 seconds, I am going to start the liking process. So this is going to be Instagram, like by hashtag, and we're going to pass the driver, and we're going to pass the amount of how many photos do we want to like. Now, this is a very important thing to note. I'm going to use the number 120. So by each and every time I do run this bot, I'm actually going to perform 120 likes. And this is going to be number of likes, or likes count. Now, I'm going to do a specific video about the limitations, because I believe that I had a question on a video when I did. And a lot of people asked me, how many people can I follow in a day? How many likes can I perform in a day? I haven't been talking about that. I did answer the comment, but obviously not a lot of people read the comments. And that's why I'm just going to make a video based on that. But for now, we're just going to use the number 120. Now, keep in mind that we should be aiming at maximum of 1200 likes per day, right? So you can be running this bot with these parameters 10 times, right? Because obviously this multiplied by 10 is going to be giving you 1200. So just don't overdo it. Now, if you want to overdo it, you can always change this number to 80, for example, and stuff are going to be great. Good. Instagram, like by hashtag, and here I can either do another function, perform liking action, because obviously you can like by hashtag. This is an action on its own, so I'm just going to leave it like so. I don't think we're going to have any problems. Good. The first thing that I want to do is to actually keep a likes counter. I want to be sure how many photos do I actually like. So this is going to be likes counter, which is going to be 0, skip counter, which is going to be 0, and skipping interval, which is going to be 9. Now, the skipping interval, once again, is going to be 9 because the first 9 posts are actually the top posts, and we're not aiming at the top posts. We want to go to the most recent, and the most recent come after the number 9. If, however, in the future, by the way, this wasn't changed for, I don't know, 6-7 years, but if they decide to change it and you see top posts, for example, the top posts are 20, then just go and do a 20 over here in the skipping interval, because we're not interested in the top posts. The reason we're actually not interested in the top posts is because they actually receive quite a lot of likes and you're not going to get any attention. And when a photo has 0 likes and you're the first one to like it, you're going to get some attention from the person that who actually posted the photo. That's why we're going to be aiming at skipping them. Skip first is going to be equal to false. And then we are going to say time. Then we're going to say time.sleep, and we're going to sleep 2 seconds. Obviously, this is going to result in 7-second sleep, but it doesn't really matter because this is more human-like. Good. Now, since I said I want to do the skipping parts, I'm going to say while skip counter is less than skipping interval, and I'm going to do stuff, right? Now, when I'm actually skipping the stuff, all I really want to do is to actually click on the div and press the next button. So I'm just going to say click on div, just press next button. That's pretty much it, all I want to do, nothing more. Now, in order for me to click on the div, and I'm going to say if skipped first, then else. Now, I'm doing that because I really want to be sure that after the first div, we have the same next button. So this is pretty much what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it like so. Skip first, obviously, is going to be equal to true over here. Now, of course, I'm going to explain that and we're going to check, because I do believe that this next button is actually different for the second div. And once I actually click on the first one, it's going to change, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, I am going to do pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to driver.findElement. We get the driver from here. So I'm going to find the element. I'm going to find by expat, and I'm going to be searching for Instagram next button. Good. There we go. And I'm just going to click it. Finally, I'm going to time sleep, and I'm going to go random, rand_int 1, 2. So I'm just going to choose either wait 1 second or 2 seconds. Here I'm going to do the same thing because I believe this next button will be different for the first div. I'm not entirely sure. That's what I want. That's pretty much. Click in the div and just press next. Now, the problem is that I have not actually clicked on the div. So click on the div is going to be driver.findElement. And I want to click only the first time, actually. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say driver.findElement by.expat, and I'm going to say Instagram div, something like that. I don't remember how I named it. Do I actually have a name for that? Instagram, I believe it's this, right? First Instagram hashtag photo, yeah. So I'm just going to click that. Once I actually click it, I'm going to skip 9 times. Good. And that should be pretty much it. In order for us to not go into the infinite loop, I say skip counter plus equals 1. And obviously after 9, we are going to have the first most recent photo. Good. I'm actually then going to break from the while loop, and I need to do the following. Since now we haven't liked any photo, we have just kept the top posts, I want to go to the most recent ones and like them 120 times. In order for me to do that, I'm going to say while likes counter is less or equal than maximum likes count, and here I'm just going to say max likes count. I'm going to copy that, put it over here. I am now having the ability to go and to like stuff, right? So this is going to be press the like button, press the next button. I think that should be pretty much it. I'm not entirely sure if I need something else, but we're gonna see. Now, I'm gonna say try, then I'm gonna say accept exception as E, and I'm gonna then write it here on a file. Now, the first thing that I do want to find is the user link, and this one over here. I've already clicked on it. So I'm not entirely, let me just do it like so. I'm gonna delete all of that. Then I'm going to run the bot user interface. Let me put this on the side. I'm gonna put up my data. And I want to go and to see if everything is actually working correctly so far. Now I'm just gonna put the screen a little bit below. So you're not gonna be able to see it until I log in. Because I believe that if I actually blur the screen, it's very ugly. I didn't like how it turned out the last time. That's why I'm just going to make it smaller, put it on down, and then we're just going to put it back up. Good. So we're actually in Instagram, and let's see what we're gonna do. I did notice that if I actually play around with the window, sometimes we get a problem, but it seems like we do not have problems currently. That's why I'm not going to pay any attention to it. Put up the hashtag, then choose whatever you want. Again, here you can have whatever you want. And now we should be clicking onto the first div. All right. It doesn't seem like it's working. The system is not functioning. Okay. For some reason it didn't. Let me see now. Go to the Instagram bot, and I'm actually in here. Instagram. No, not here. Here, because we have already liked. Okay. And here we have a problem. First Instagram hashtag photo. Okay. So, should I be placing a div on it? Okay, I do believe that probably the A link is not going to work. So again, I'm just going to say F12 over here, choose this, and just copy the div. I'm just going to copy the whole div, and I'm going to say first Instagram hashtag photo. This is going to be the div now, not the A. So I'm going to say this, and this is what I'm going to be checking. After that, I want to make sure that we set that we believe that we have different buttons. I'm going to first of all copy this. This is something of a theory of mine, so probably it's not going to work. That's why I'm going to come here, and this is going to be the first button. And this thing over here is going to be the second one. And let's see if we have any differences. Yeah, as you can see, the second div is having a different button. Now, I believe that the third div is going to have pretty much the same button. So let me just check it again. And this is because the first thing we initialize something else, and then we go with the div to button. So as you can see, the first button is going to be different. That's why I'm going to copy that. This is going to be the Instagram next button, which is going to be this. And then we're going to have Instagram next button alternative, which is going to be this over here. Good. So as soon as I actually click the div, let's go back in here. This is going to be the first Instagram hashtag photo. Then we're going to be saying, okay, if, let's go copy these. If I have not skipped first, then it's going to be Instagram next button. Otherwise, it's going to be Instagram next button alternative. Good. This should be working now. So again, I'm going to close everything. So I'm going to close this window over here. I'm going to go to the bot user interface, run it. Again, I'm just going to be putting it on the side instead of blurring the screen. Let's write the data, connect. And here I'm just going to make this window smaller. Actually, not smaller, but rather I'm just going to put it down. Good. All right. So now what I expect is when we actually go to the specific hashtag, then I'm just going to click on the div. There we go. We're in Instagram. I'm just going to click on the div and I'm going to press next 9 times. Let's see if this is going to work out the way I want it to. So not now. We're going to go to the explore button. There we go. Type the hashtag we want. And I have one problem. We do not specify a hashtag over here. And there we go, the problem. Okay, I said it and we done it. Okay, we did it. Now, one thing of a problem is the hashtag to use should be starting with a hashtag. So keep this in mind. Now, this is going to be the problem that we actually encountered. And of course, I need to run it again. Also, when you're performing any tests and you are running these bots quite frequently, keep in mind that you might get a problem from the server and it's going to say that you did quite a lot of, I don't know how to call that, but quite a lot of fetches. So it is probably going to block you for 10 minutes if you do it like 25 times in a row. So if you are not performing any tests, it's not going to be a problem. But however, if you start to do tests extensively, then it might be a problem. And just do 3-4 tests, go drink a coffee, wait around 20-30 minutes, and then go back to do the tests. All right, now we should have the proper hashtag over here, and we do not see any problems with that. So I want to click on a div and press next 9 times. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay. Sadly, however, this doesn't seem to work again. So let me go to the Instagram bot. Yeah, we have an error, cannot create, blah, blah, blah. Now, I did click on this. This works. And then if skipped first, I'm going to go on to the next button. What is the next button? Yeah, that should be it. That should be it. So if I go here and I copy this button, copy. Oops. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why it's not clicking it. So here we're gonna find by XPath click. Very, very interesting. All right, now I'm not entirely sure about this problem, but however, I'm going to remove this time sleep 2 over here and I'm gonna do it over here. One thing that I do imagine is when we actually go here and we click it, so this is going to be the driver find element, and sadly I'm not able to do anything. So this is going to be the driver find element. I'm finding the element and then I'm trying very quickly to actually press something that doesn't exist. That's why I'm going to give it 2 seconds to wait until this button actually appears, and then I'm going to try to actually engage. So this is my theory. Again, I'm not entirely sure. So let's close everything. Start the user interface. Put it to the right. Of course, you're not required to put it to the right. Nobody's sharing your screen, so nobody can see your password. And I just want to make it like this. I think that's good. Okay, we are in Facebook. As soon as we're in Instagram, again, I'm just going to pop the Google up. Okay, good. Let's make it bigger. And what I expect to see now is to go to the Explorer, search the hashtag, again, press the div as it did before, and press next 9 times. That's what I want. Good. So now I can actually do this, and this is going to work, I believe. Oh no, I actually screwed it up. Oh, that's bad. All right, I guess I cannot control Alt D. This was very, very, very embarrassing. Okay, I actually wanted to draw while we are doing it, but no problem. I'm just going to skip. I'm going to do it again. Connect. Now, my idea was to actually block the screen and to draw, just to show you the next button and to show you the div. But the problem is that I guess something lagged and it didn't happen the way I wanted to. That is why we're doing it again. Okay, we are in Instagram now. I'm not going to touch anything, just gonna make it bigger. And let's see what's going to happen. We know that it is working correctly. And yeah, this is working nice. This is working nice as well. We're gonna press the div hopefully soon. There we go. And let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we're actually pressing it. Nice. Nice. Very good. So we're actually pressing the next button 9 times. And here at the end, we're waiting random amount of time. So 1 or 2 seconds. And we should be, there we go. Boom. As you can see, 26 seconds ago. Then we go 32 seconds ago. And here it's me clicking, not the bot. Then we go 33 seconds ago. These are the most recent photos. So as you can see, it is actually working correctly. Now, this video got very long. But I do want to actually do it. Do the whole thing. Now, I'm going to do the liking stuff. So let's actually press the next button. I'm gonna do it like this. Good. So what are we actually going to try? Now, assuming that we do have the div opened and we actually have it, first of all, it's probably going to be a good idea to get the user links, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start liking them. All right, liking is going to be fairly easy. What I'm going to do is say driver.findElement by expat. I'm going to be finding the Instagram like button, and I'm going to click it. After clicking it, I'm just going to wait. So I'm going to say time.sleep. I'm going to sleep because I do not want the server to know that I'm a bot. And the humans cannot actually like so fast. So we're going to wait a random.randint. And we're going to wait between 2 and 3 seconds. I think this is going to be good. And finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next. So driver.findElement by expat. This is going to be Instagram next button alternative, I believe. I'm going to click it. Come on. And again, I'm going to time sleep random.randint between, I don't know, 2 and 3 seconds. Well, let's sum it up with 3 and 4. Good. So this is going to be pressing the liking button. This is going to be pressing the next button. And we should be good to go. Now, in order for us not to keep it infinite, don't do that. We're just going to put them in files. But, you know, just for now, I'm just going to keep it like this. And the final part is, of course, after the try and accept, I want to say likes counter plus equals 1. This is going to be incrementing the counter so we do not exceed. Actually, do not exceed. Don't go over max likes. Boom, there we go. Now, that's it. I believe that is it for the video. I do hope we do not have any debugging sessions currently. So again, let's run it and see if everything is actually going to be good. All right, username, password. Let's bring this down like so. And currently we should be actually, we should be ready to go. We should be ready to go. We should be starting the liking action. Oh, I think this is going to be a problem. No, it's actually not. Okay. We should be starting the liking action after the 9th button click. So to the most recent ones, let's go. Explore, put on your hashtag, which is going to be this. Again, the most stupidity photos here that you can see. Okay, good. Time of reality. We're going to be clicking on the div. Don't break on me, please. Don't. Did we break it again? I actually think we're... Yeah, we did broke it again, but I don't know why. Now let's go to this div, copy this, and see. This is going to be the first Instagram hashtag photo. And okay, so I guess I did something wrong. That's why I need to restart it again. Ah, I know what I did wrong. Okay, yeah. I forgot to close the previous session onto the hashtag, and that is why I had the problems. So now everything is actually closed, starting it all over again, and let's see what's happening. All right, logging into the Facebook. And this, by the way, is what I am trying to warn you against. Do not do these tests very, very frequently, the tests that I'm doing. I mean, obviously, we do not have problems currently, but if you do them, for example, 20 times in 20 minutes, then you're going to have problems, right? Like they're going to stop you for 1-2 hours just to minimize the risk, but it's something to keep in mind. All right, likes for likes. Let's click on this, and 9 times we're going to be pressing the next button. Okay. And finally, we should be liking, next button, liking, next button, liking, next button. And we're going to be doing that 120 times. Now, oh, there we go. As you can see, I didn't press anything. Let's see it work. Random time waiting between 2 and 3 seconds. Boom, like, press the next. There we go. It's actually working. It's actually very nice. Good. All right. So it's actually working. Now, obviously, I had to put 5, not 120, because we're not going to be standing here waiting for 120 likes and counting them. This is working properly. And when you're doing it as a test, put the number 10. Don't put 120 like me. Do not just wait for 120 likes. Obviously, it's not going to be very efficient, time efficient for you. All right, so this video was a bit longer. Thank you for watching. The next ones are going to be the comment and the follows and the writing to files. So from the next video, it's going to be a bit more difficult. But once again, if you're following along, everything is going to be clear to you. Everything is going to be pretty straightforward because I'm always trying to explain stuff from the beginning. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And I hope I see you in the next one. Cheers and bye.